showing you the top 15 funniest questions ever asked on Google. And about a couple months ago, I did a video where I did the top 35, I know, weird number, weirdest questions ever answered on Google. And I gave my very dumb answers that I came up with, but today, I'm gonna be showing you the dumbest questions people have ever asked on Google and then showing you Google's answer to the question. Yes, I looked up all these questions on Google. We'll be showing you the answers that Google provided me with. So, question 1 is, do you think my phone is a jerk? That's just a weird question. Why would you ask Google that? I guess people get mad at their phone a lot, like I do. You know, I kind of just throw it across the room sometimes if I get pissed. Freaking piece, I clicked it! The Google's answer to this is, it's not just about phone etiquette, but also the lack of connection, uninspired conversation, and inattentiveness to the person we're with. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because if you get mad at your phone, it's not really the phone, it's more of what you're doing on it. Next question, because that was a little confusing to me. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? God, I can never get that right. It's a tongue twister. And Google actually answered this and said about 700 pounds. If a woodchuck could chuck wood, it would chuck about 700 pounds of wood. That's what Google's answer was. And I couldn't believe that they actually took that seriously. That's actually pretty funny. That was definitely one of the funniest things I've ever looked up, and it actually gave me a legit answer, which I found to be hysterical. Next question is gonna be, where is my girlfriend? That's kind of funny. So hopefully you have at least some knowledge of what your girlfriend is doing or where your girlfriend is at certain points of the day. Like, you know, just checking in like, hey, how are you? Because if not, well, start doing that. But the first thing that popped up, it didn't give me really an answer, so I chose like the first link. The first thing that popped up was, find my girlfriend, Google Maps community. That's just, so I guess Google's coming out with an app now called Find My Girlfriend on Google Maps or something. I don't know. First we got Snap Map, we got Find My on iPhone, we got Life 360, we got all these location tracking services, and now we're going on to Google's Find My Girlfriend. That is a brand new one, I will say. I will not be participating in that personally. Snap Map is good enough. All right, next question is, will CRF reach 100,000 subscribers by high school graduation? Well, I better. See, we're on a journey to reach 100,000 subscribers by my high school graduation, which is in June of 2025. The second I walked into high school on my freshman year, I told myself that when I walked out into graduation that I would have 100,000 subscribers. So please, don't ruin my dreams and break my heart, and subscribe today. All right, next question is, somebody actually asked this, which I find to be hysterical. How do you riz a girl up? And Google's answer is so wild. I took Google's answer because it was very complex and it had a lot of big words, and I just kind of condensed it into this. It says, riz her up through kindness and harness your humor. That is weird, Google. They also gave like 10 other things, but I mean, those were kind of the two funny ones, like through kindness and harness your humor. That's the way they said it. If you want to riz up a girl, don't ask Google, because Google will give you a ton of random answers. Ask your friends first. And the next question is, can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building? In the simplest terms possible, Google's answer was no, you dumb. Yeah, that was a pretty rough question. You gotta be really out there to ask that one. That is odd. It said that kangaroos, though, can jump about 10 feet high. Obviously, the Empire State Building is, God, I don't even know how high. Probably over 1,000 feet, I would say. That's my guess. So, yeah, kangaroos cannot jump higher than the Empire State Building. The next question. People actually ask this stuff, which I find to be hysterical. Is it healthy to fart? And this is Google's answer. Yes, farting is healthy. It's a natural way to release gas that builds up in your digestive system from swallowing air. That's pretty funny. When I found all these questions, I found them on this site, and it was giving me screenshots of stuff people actually asked, and this is one of them. Researching for this video is hysterical. The next question is fart smell bad for your health? Meaning, like, if you have a bad fart smell, is it bad for your health? And the answer that Google gave was, if your farts smell like rotten eggs, there are health benefits behind it, as it helps prevent heart disease and kidney failure. So, obviously, you'll be stinking up the room for your entire life and getting embarrassed, and when people ask you if you ripped, just say, yeah, I did, that'd be me, but I'm not gonna get heart disease or kidney failure now, so, you know, that's actually pretty funny. I guess I won't be getting heart disease or kidney failure now. Next question. Why do I have no friends? This is a personal question that you should ask yourself, but just in case you might not trust yourself's answer, this is Google's answer. Again, this is not my answer, so I don't have any say in what this said, but Google said, some reasons why you might not have friends include relocating, mental health disorders, which is just, I don't know why they would say that, that's honestly kind of wrong. They also mentioned social anxiety, which makes sense, insecurity, if you prefer being alone, and different values than another person. And another answer that they gave was different styles of communication, but I guess that kind of makes sense, but that was just a little weird and a little out there, but that's why you might have no friends. Just think of those 6-7 answers and try to improve on yourself. The next question somebody actually asked on Google was, how do I make money? And Google's answer is wild. It's pretty weird. Ready? So they gave like 10 different answers, and one of them is just, I don't know why you would do this, but start a blog, do freelance writing, I don't know why not freelance anything else, complete online surveys, sell products online, drive for Uber or Lyft, rent out your home or space, sell photos online, or become a virtual assistant. So the sell photos online one, I would highly discourage anybody who would want to do that. But I mean, you do you, I guess. And I guess Google's quite aware of that. This question is just different. Why are black holes black? And this could actually be a legitimate question. It's pretty funny, but you know, it could be legitimate. Like if you're a science major and you need to know this, you gotta look it up. Black holes don't emit or reflect light, making them effectively invisible to telescopes. So if they're invisible to telescopes, how do we see them? Okay, next question. Why do adults wet the bed? So instead of answering why do they wet the bed, Google gives you this answer. Adult bedwetting, also known as secondary enuresis, I think that's that word, is uncommon and requires a medical evaluation. Now, any person with a normal brain inside of their head could figure this out themselves. Why do adults wet the bed? We still don't know, and Google must not know either because they gave us that. Secondary enuresis is not good, people. Why do men have nipples? Who asks this? Why? But, of course, Google is always logical and gives you the greatest answers. So Google's answer to this was, men have nipples because of the way embryos develop during gestation. Now, I took biology last year, so I should know what all this means, but I have no idea. I think oh yeah, the embryo's the egg, right? Or something like that. God. I better not have just never mind. Alright, next question. I can't anymore. Why don't bouncy balls bounce forever? They gave you a real physics answer in here, but they just simply don't bounce forever because of kinetic energy. So Google's answer was, bouncy balls don't bounce forever because they lose kinetic energy with each bounce. So I'm sorry, as bouncy as your balls may be, they will never bounce forever. Unless you come up with the infinite bouncy ball. God, I would buy that. Okay, why don't Americans vote? I mean, this seems like a legit question, but it's kind of funny because it's like, why would you look this up on Google? Like, you could kind of figure this out yourself with some context clues. But then again, we're all not that bright in our society. Distrust of the electoral system, disillusionment with politics and systemic barriers can cause voters to skip elections. I have no idea what any of that means, but I think in simple terms, it's people don't trust the election system and people don't like politics. I don't really understand politics. I don't get into it. That's not what this video is for. So, next question. Why are you running away? And Google's answer to this was Running Away. Song by Hoobastank. Hoobastank, that's different. Those questions were pretty funny, I will say. God damn it. I heard a lot of good feedback from the previous video with the dumbest question, so if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know down in the comments if you would like me to do more. And also don't forget, we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by my high school graduation in June of 2025. And by the way, this is the brand new CRF Electrified t-shirt. I just got it in the mail yesterday. I think this is the coolest merchandise I've ever released. So go check it out, bit.ly/CRF shop, and I will see you guys next time.